Welcome everybody for the week three update for May 15th for Men's League at Carlton Golf and Yacht Club. Glorious day yesterday. It was much better than the week before. It was nice to play in some heat. I actually got into shorts and a short sleeve shirt yesterday, which for me is pretty good. Um, just a few things that I want to go over in my update this week. A little bit of instruction, and please bear with me. It might take a little long to go through some of it, but just to show you how to do some of the things. First, I just want to mention that please, we've been noticing divots and ball marks aren't being repaired. I'm not saying you're doing it, but if you see a ball mark on a green, like garbage on your lawn, you don't pick it up, clean it up. And I don't care if it's made by you or another group. Please keep the greens pristine and fill in divots whenever you see them or whenever you can. So I appreciate if you would do that. Uh, the big news this week is that we have announced the teams. The teams have been set. What I did this year, and they're not totally set, and I'll tell you why. I don't know who's coming out or who's going to show up because there's a lot of guys that don't show up sometimes. So I withheld 11 guys on two teams, unassigned one, unassigned two, unassigned three, that I'm holding back. And if I see players on other teams not showing up, I'm going to replace them with one of these guys on this team. So they will be on a team. Eventually, everybody will be on one. But I've got 48 teams so far. I've got 9 guys in reserve right now, or sorry, 11 guys in reserve right now to move into those spots. So we'll see who shows up. Usually things happen after I start billing. And the reminder that you will be billed by the end of the month, $130 for men's league and $105 for the skins if you're in prepaid skins. So after that billing, people say, "Oh, I haven't come out, I don't want to play," and that's fine. And let me know then. Don't let it go any further. So, having that said that, I'm going to show you how to get on to the team if I can figure this out for myself here. Okay, I think I figured it out here. So I'm just going to go to share screen here. If you go to the website, you're going to see this bar here. This has a lot of good information in it. If you haven't had a chance, especially when I announce the fantasy golf teams, you want to go to the archives and look out how many times guys have showed up, what they've scored. But to find out what team you're on, if you were on a team last year, you're probably on that same team this year. But to find out what team you're on, go to the website and you'll see Team List Alpha. Okay, so if I hit that, you're going to get an alphabetical list. If I look up, everybody's listed alphabetically, and right beside it is the team and your team captain's name. So, for instance, in my case, I'm on Team 19 Bonesteel. If I go back to to the team list where you're here. And I want to see how our team is doing. Okay, so then you go to the team reports, and it starts out with the top teams this event. So Team Coyle had 40 points this event, Team Chambers 39. These are the players on Team Coyle. If you want to see scoring this event, and it's sorted by your team name, not by how many points you scored. So in our case, Team 19 Bonesteel scored 36 points. And that tells you the top teams for this event. Then top teams overall, Team Coyle leads the overall standings, 120 points. And then if you want to see again an alpha listing, then you just go down to the next box and it shows you the alpha listing. So that's all the team stuff. So you now know how to find out what team you're on and where you stand that way. Similarly, will be if you go back, by the way, up here is the home page. It takes you back to the home page. Sometime this weekend, I have almost finished the draws for match play. You will be getting the draw, an email from me with a draw attached, so you'll see where you are. Look up your opponent and match that game as quickly as possible, especially for the 2-man match play. I'll be emphasizing more of that next week. I also will be sending out to you personally, all of you, in Men's League, a message regarding fantasy golf, how it works. It doesn't cost you anything to join. It's part of your league fees. You could win up to $25 a week if your team is successful, and over $300 if you win overall. So even if you don't know anybody, pick 4 players that are on the top of the standings in each of the categories. Who knows? You might win. The only rule is you can't pick yourself. So you'll get all that information in fantasy golf. So yesterday we had some good score. Jared Coyle had a 33. The scores are getting better. They're not great. I gotta be honest. I mean, they're not great. You normally a pile of guys are in the 30s, and we're not getting that. And I think it's the conditions on the course. Yesterday the greens were bumpy, but we still had Jared was 2 under par, and Elliot Riddell was 1 under par. And I must admit I had trouble with the summaries, the overall Masters summary, the overall intermediate summary. The links weren't working. I think they're working now. There's a page, a leaderboard page. I put the 3 areas on. They should all be working at this time. So leading in the Masters division is Steve Arrowsmith with 55. Leading in the intermediate division is Jim Tolman with 59 points. And leading in the intermediate division is Aidan Coyle with 58 points. So everything's pretty close, and it's a lot more fun now because you really have a good chance. By the way, I post these leaderboards in the men's locker room. Just to let you know, yes, we are once again involved in the National Golf League. And last year we had everybody was entered. We were able to send 8 teams to Montreal to compete, and the winner of that event will go to the Canadian Open. Well, it turns out that 2 of Carleton's golfers did win the event, Chris Hilliard and Ryan Valley. And next week, I believe, they'll be going to the Canadian Open a few days before the Open starts, but at the same course, and will compete for the national championship. If they win the national championship, they get an all expenses trip to the British Open. I'm not sure what year, if it's going to be this year or the following year. Well, that's amazing. Wish them well. I hope they do. Hope they win. Good luck, guys. Billing. We will be sending out the billing. You'll be getting the bills at the end of the month, so don't be surprised to see that. Look, that's all for today. I think I've covered all the topics. If there are any questions, some people were having trouble with the scorecard yesterday. If there are any questions or concerns about that, drop me an email. I'll make sure you have access to the scorecard. But overall, yesterday was pretty good. I think we got just about everybody that was going to submit a score to submit one. And so we did well. So until next week, everyone, I hope you have looks like a wonderful week of golf, and I hope you all play well. Thank you.